104.1 KRBE, a Cumulus media station.
Good morning, everyone.
We ready?
Live from the TXU Energy Studio.
The Rula and Ryan Show with Eric, featuring Special K and Sam.
All right, you know what? I want to give a special birthday shout out right now. You guys, we've all used Tony, my favorite, auto repair guy. He's a good friend of mine for over 20 years. Yeah, he's just a great stand-up guy. And Wendy, it's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Wendy. And she's a sweetheart, too.
That's his wife?
Yeah, yeah. Just a great family.
Happy birthday, St. Patty's Day, babies.
Happy birthday, Wendy.
And Jules. Happy birthday, St. Patty's Day, babies.
And Jules.
I love that she's a redhead and her birthday's on St. Patrick's Day.
Now, is she a redhead because she has St. Patrick's Day birthday?
Yes.
Like in her childhood pictures, is she really brunette? And then she goes, you know what? I'm going to go red.
Oh, no. That girl is always
Is she Irish?
red.
Or?
Ginger?
She is not Irish. She is Scottish.
Oh, okay.
Close enough.
Well, they have
Yes.
better.
Oh, don't say that
It's
over
the United
there.
Kingdom.
They have better whiskey.
They're in the same kingdom.
It
is all united.
If you would just ask me that, I would say, 100% she is. And then she's not.
Well, famously, Sam,
easy to
in the
say.
90s, there was a skit on SNL that Shrek, Mike Myers, used to do. And it was called It's All Things Scottish. And he gets so mad. People would walk in asking for Irish things. Hey, so I'm looking for a shillelagh. Get out of here.
Yeah.
We're not Irish. We're Scottish.
We're different.
It goes back to what Eric, I'm like, it's not the same thing, man.
It's not the same.
Don't
It's
say that over there.
Like New Zealand hates Australia, right? They hate each other. They're so close to each other.
It'd be like if I said to
There's
gotta be some
the
rivalry.
Greeks and the Turks, they're the same thing, right?
Yeah, you're all the same area.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's same thing. Houston, Dallas has a rivalry, but really it's on the Houston side, not the Dallas side. What's the other rivalry?
Dallas doesn't even acknowledge
Does
us.
Illinois have a beef with Wisconsin or Indiana or Iowa? You hated Iowa.
My grandma would always say that when she saw a license plate from Iowa. She'd go, "Oh, look at Nebraska flushed the toilet."
Oh my God!
Oh, wow.
Pennsylvanians don't like New Jersey.
Yeah, that's
the
I
dirty
remember that from
Jers.
living there.
The dirty Jers?
Well, Yeah.
Crazy.
Nor do Delawareans. None of us really like Jersey. Anyone living
and
around
New
it.
Jersey,
But you all agree on you hate Ohio, right? Everyone hates Ohio.
No,
Nobody hates Ohio.
Ohio is for lovers. I don't hate Ohio.
Yes, my buddy's a Steelers fan,
I
and
don't
he
think
hates.
of Ohio. Like when I'm thinking
It's
of
a
hey, babe,
Hawthorne
let's,
Heights song.
let's go off to a romantic destination.
Like an emo.
I think it's more about
Ohio.
sports. It's sports. Like if you're a Steelers fan, you got to hate Cleveland.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
Cleveland Browns.
Okay.
For
And
sure.
the Bengals, you hate the
Or
Bengals.
like if you're a Green Bay fan, who do you hate?
The Bears.
The Bears.
But they've
The
been kicking the
Bears.
Bears' butts
So
for
there's
like
always
20
some kind of
years.
rivalry.
Yes.
So today I will reiterate again to our 7 o'clockers. It is not a federal holiday. It's not an official holiday. School is not out. Banks are not closed.
Ew.
People make St. Patrick's Day feel like it's a big holiday, like you should be celebrating St. Patrick's Day because it's a fun day, but it's not really official. But there are some schools that are out because they started their spring break. Now, the whole thing about wearing green today started out years ago. Americans are the originators of the idea that if you do not wear green, you get pinched to remind yourself.
What's the first thing I told you this morning, Sam? I said, I am in a foul mood. If somebody pinches me today, they're getting their butt
And I was like, why would they pinch you, Ryan?
I'm not give away from underneath the table. Big surprise.
I've
pinch
never heard that before.
So,
yeah.
you never did about the pinching?
So annoying.
No.
Oh, ever since I was a child, I remember this. If you
Yeah.
don't wear green, you'll get pinched because you're not wearing green. But I didn't know the origin of why you get the pinch. It says here, according to tradition, if you are not wearing green, you are visible to the leprechauns, and a leprechaun may wind up pinching you. From there, people began pinching those not wearing green as a reminder of what a leprechaun would do to them should they happen to come across one. Be careful who you pinch, like Ryan, because pinching someone is considered a crime. If you get really hard with it, it's battery by the police.
Yeah, it's assault.
Now, for years, there had been this viral video. I don't know what the origin year was of this video, but we've been playing it for years on our show. It was in Mobile, Alabama, where apparently they thought a leprechaun was spotted in a tree.
Was it 2011 or 13?
This one says that it was on YouTube 14 years ago, but that could mean they uploaded it whenever. If I play the audio, I'll try and Google it unless someone else
I'm finding
can
it right
okay,
now.
Cool.
Okay.
It's
So-
flip phones. When you look at it, it looks
Yes.
like people have flip phones in the video.
So like
Okay,
14
so is
years
that
ago,
far?
Oh,
it
here
would
it
be
is.
accurate.
The origin of it.
Yeah,
Of the Mobile, Alabama
great.
leprechaun in a
YouTube
tree.
video. Give me another second. Just go ahead and play the video.
So yeah, this is leprechauns in a tree. You know, leprechauns bring gold, pot of gold. It's lucky to find a leprechaun. You'll get rich if you find a leprechaun. Is that what we're supposed to believe?
Yeah, pot
here's
of gold.
The Alabama story.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community. Many of you bring binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
To me, it look like a leprechaun to me. All you gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find
Conan
it hard
O'Brien?
to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're going to get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, still on there, guy. Don't be afraid.
He's wearing military gear.
Man.
Oh, my God.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
Yeah. This wars off spells right here. This is the special leprechaun flute, which has been passed down from thousands of years ago from my great-great-grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help out.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where the gold at. I want the gold. Give me the gold. I want the gold.
This is Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
That is when news was fun. Now it's all political crap, left, right.
All
March
kinds of-
14th, 2006, NBC
See, I told you we'd play it forever.
WPMI
Yeah.
was alerted to large crowds gathering in Crichton. And since then, it has been viewed over 28 million times.
Yeah, because I knew we
Could be a crackhead. That part right there, I've heard that used in so many other
we had
things.
to drop somewhere, but we
That
always...
lady just saying could be a crackhead.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like
Mobile, Alabama.
19 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
got on
yeah.
hand.
By the way, Sam, people are saying Virginia is for lovers, Sam, not Ohio.
But I'm telling you, go look up the song Hawthorne Heights, and you'll see that Ohio is for lovers.
You can say that.
Now,
about
why
anything.
would you want that to be your moniker? Hello, everyone.
Hawthorne Heights.
Come to our state.
I
it's
loved
for
Hawthorne
lovers.
Hey, it's better than Illinois. We're land of Lincoln.
They were a little rough.
Land of Lincoln sucks.
And Alabama can be land of leprechauns.
There you go.
Take that. Mobile, Alabama, when you enter, should have like a little leprechaun cartoon
lover.
waving at you.
So to play their song, Kev.
Oh, yeah, I want to hear that. Do they have a motto?
We played it.
It's did you?
Oh, I'm
Wait,
sure
for
we
Mobile?
played
It's
Hawthorne.
really dark.
Hawthorne Heights.
Hawthorne
Did we
Heights.
play
Really
that
dark.
band?
I don't know.
Wasn't it a pop song?
That was an alternative band.
No,
yeah.
they were like
No?
alternative.
I think the Heights is
maybe
that.
not.
They're
then.
emo, like super emo.
to an angel.
Oh, that's them?
No, that's the Heights.
I was like,
We're
well,
just
that's
going
the
off on a
Heights, yeah.
tangent here.
Well, to Google Trends, look at the top green food every state wants to partake in this year. Green mimosas are pretty popular because I got to just put a little green dye in your
Absolutely.
sparkling wine or your champagne.
There was so much
in
green beer
Nebraska.
yesterday.
I don't trust that beer when I put this green stuff. I feel like it's.
Why?
What's going to happen today
you're
when you're
thinking it's gonna
peeing?
give you the
Does
runs.
it change your
Yeah.
colors?
Goes
It
right
doesn't
through me.
change your pee. It changes
Yellow and
the
green
other
make
stuff.
blue.
It could be that I had 12 of them. That would make
That
it.
might have had something
Not the
to
green
do with
stuff.
it.
I think your
Back
pee
in
is
the
going to
day.
be
You could
real
do green
yellow.
lemonade.
I can't
green
stop thinking about it in that
smoothies.
news clip, and I'm going back to it. Is like we've had this flute in the family for thousands of years before Christ. For
thousands
of years, they've had the
You
family
said
flute.
leprechauns were made by Americans?
Yeah, it says
something?
here that the leprechaun history, it had nothing to do with St. Patrick or the celebration of St. Patrick's Day. According to the History Channel, in 1959, that is the year Walt Disney put out a film called Darby O'Gill and the Little People. It introduced America to a very different sort of leprechaun. Not a grumpy little man of Irish folklore. It was a cheerful, friendly leprechaun that is purely an American invention.
Was he the one with the led the rats out of the?
No, that's Pied
a
Piper.
Pied Piper.
Yeah.
If you
Pied
want to
Piper.
see a really funny
They don't
leprechaun movie, movie 43 with Gerard Butler.
Oh yeah, Gerard Butler's. Oh yeah,
He's a leprechaun. He's the meanest leprechaun ever.
I forgot about that.
Oh my god,
That's why on YouTube,
safe.
just type in Gerard Butler leprechaun.
Oh, and fun fact, the lady that said could be a crackhead was Wanda Sykes before she was famous.
No. You're just taking
Somebody
it
said,
off now.
sounds just like her, but I'd believe that story. You know what I heard today on the Hurl and Ryan show with Eric?
Wanda
Before
Sykes?
Wanda Sykes was famous, she was in a Mobile, Alabama news clip saying could be a crackhead.
It was 2006. She was famous in 2000.
That's true.
As a comic.
I know her from Vampirina.
Yeah, there you go.
She was great in that. She plays a gargoyle. All right, coming up next, we had spring break last week. Not all of us. Kevin took his vacation a week before. Sam just likes to work.
Yeah.
And
She's like,
the
I'm gonna
rest of
have-
us,
I got to pay for diapers.
the rest of us wanted to sleep in. Did you see Eric on a cruise? And if
Oh,
so,
wow.
did he buy you alcohol?
Right.
Oh, yeah.
And what did I buy on this ship? Because you guys know I buy.
Am I going to get it? Or
I
is
didn't
it-
know that they sell goods on the ship that are like as
Uh-oh.
seen on TV stuff.
Wait till you see what I bought.
Oh, you brought it in?
No, it hasn't showed up yet.
Oh, okay,
but
okay,
wait till you
okay.
hear about it.
Oh,
I'm
God.
You
just
got
wondering.
suckered while you were drunk.
I'm just wondering if I got ripped off.
Oh, God.
I
If you
like
asked the
to-
question, did I just get ripped off? You probably did. Let's find
Did I
out
lose
what it is.
$380?
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh.
Well, it was actually $400, but I got it for $350.
Oh, because he made you a deal.
Lord.
Of course.
Yeah.
But this one time only, sir, on this cruise
Yeah.
only, it's $350.
Buy now. Buy now.
Worth only
I can't be the only.
$2.22.
There's a store in Houston that sells this item, so it's not like. It's
All
just
right, let's find
on
out what
cruise
it
ships.
is.
All right.
Did Eric get suckered on spring break? Well, let's find out next on the Real and Ryan Show with Eric. And on the Real and Ryan Show with Eric. And oh, look at this. The weekend is coming back to Houston, NRG Stadium, August the 30th. The tickets are on sale at livenation.com. But guess what? We've got tickets coming up in about 20 minutes.
Oh, cool.
During the scoop. We're going to do some weekend tickets for that fun weekend when he's here. So, you know, a lot of people have fun weekends, but our weekend got to stretch out into a week because last week was spring break for our families and our timeline off. So, me, I'm Rula, and Ryan and
Yes.
Eric, the three of us were not here last week because we were on spring break. And we all did different things. We're going to focus on your calls at 833-390-KRBE so you can respond to what happened on Eric's cruise. He went on a cruise with his family. At Galveston, right?
Yeah, the Carnival Jubilee. Usually I'm a Royal Caribbean girl and a Norwegian, and I've done the Prima. And this one, we're like, let's try this. My daughter's 16. She's like, I want to go on one that's more of a party atmosphere, like more kids and stuff.
Yeah.
And so we went on the Carnival Jubilee, and I got to say, I really did enjoy it.
That was your first Carnival cruise ever?
No, I've done the smaller ships, and they're okay, but this one was really
It was fun.
Really fun.
Yeah.
So if you got kids, I'd definitely take a chance on this one. But then, if you go to get a massage, this is where the problem happened.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. What'd you do?
So I went in there.
Did you go with your wife, like a couple's massage, or this is on your
Or
own?
what?
You go get a massage.
Because I went into that room, or not into the massage room, but into the
inner waiting
where
room.
the lady
Like the
is on the
lobby?
computer lobby.
Okay.
Okay.
And I was talking to the people. My wife were seeing like what the because
What packages they have?
we had a thing where you could go every day for free for certain things if you wanted
that's
to.
nice.
It came with the room. I don't think we never used it, but so I was talking to the lady, and then this gentleman that works there goes, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second, Eric?" And so I'm like, "Okay, come over here to look at. Let's check out your posture and your feet." I'm like, huh?
Before the massage or after?
This is before. This is
Okay.
like before. Like
Preliminary, okay.
I wasn't going to the massage till like 3-4 hours later.
Okay.
And so I'm like, what is this? I was just intrigued because it's a company, and I don't get paid by these people. It's called the Good Feet Store.
Okay.
They have them here. Look them up.
And they're on
I
the
went on
cruise
Reddit,
ship.
but Reddit's terrible for anything.
Okay.
Do they have a store on the cruise ship?
This guy, they sell them there, and so
Okay.
basically, he's like, take your shoes off and your socks, and he had this looked like a giant ink pad, like he was rolling on a piece of paper.
I see.
You put your feet on it, you step on it, then you step, and you just walk normal.
He's looking at your gate and he
Okay.
wants to see your arches.
Here it is,
Yes.
Rilla. Look, I looked
Okay,
it up.
yeah.
There it is.
I've seen the store.
There's the.
Yeah.
So you can see what, and then you circle the parts where, like, I'm not using my arches right. My feet are flatter, I guess.
Okay.
How high your arches are, if you
Yeah.
pronate or supinate, if your feet roll out when you walk
What
or
does that
roll
mean?
in.
Yeah, what's
What
for
does
your hips and
pronate
stuff
mean?
too?
That's what I just said. If your feet roll out or roll in, supinate and pronate.
And like my feet walk
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
Like I walk my toes. I walk.
You look kind of like a pigeon.
Yeah, pigeon, yeah. My wife does the same thing.
No offense.
It's so weird. My wife does the same thing.
Slewfoot.
Like your feet don't go straight; they go to the sides.
Yeah,
So
they go,
you're like
they go
bow-legged
out, but that
almost.
is. So I'm thinking maybe this will help.
Okay.
Okay.
So then he takes the pair and puts it underneath my shoes. He goes first, Eric. He had a thick accent, so I couldn't really understand a lot of things he was saying.
And you were drunk.
I maybe had one bourbon
At that time.
And the one bourbon
how
for
do
you
how
was
do
an
explain
iced tea
this?
glass.
It's like I'm holding my hand.
Your hands are clasped.
Yep. And
Like
then
the
he-
Ryan Seacrest pose on television, how he holds
he
his
goes,
hands
put
while
your
he's
hands in
talking
front
on
of you,
television.
and then he pushed down on me,
Okay.
and I went forward on my toes, and I got my hurt toe.
Okay.
I had some arthritis on my toe
Oh,
years ago. I
Lord.
had that surgery.
Tell us your whole
Yeah.
medical
I know.
history, Betsy.
Jeez.
So I went forward on my toe, and he's like, "See how that happens?" I put the arch. I had the arches, and he did it again. I didn't move because it kept me like it's like
Stable.
like a house. Like you got
Yeah.
the
Sturdy
a
foundation.
sturdy foundation.
Got it.
I'm like, wow. But I'm like, is he tricking me? Is there some like magic trick where the way he pushed it, I don't
yeah,
fall
you would have
forward?
tipped over anyway, or
Yeah,
not.
I don't know. But then I was walking in them, and I really liked how I felt.
Yeah.
Huh.
And then he goes, "These things are like almost $1,000."
Oh,
Yeah.
my.
And what are they? They're orthotics
these-
for your
but
shoes?
they're made of
Basically.
like plastic, but they're made they have a 20-year guarantee and
It's
stuff.
inserts for your
that
shoes.
is good because
And
they
it's made
don't
out of hard
last.
plastic, and then you get two pair. You get another pair, everyday pair, and he's like workout pair.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, But on the ship, you can get it for $400. But since you're getting a massage, I can get $50 off. So I got it for $350. It's supposed to come in 2 days
For
after.
two
I landed.
pairs of orthotic inserts for your shoes.
I don't know.
Why is it so much
So I'm
cheaper
just
on
like,
the boat?
is this a rip-off? Am I getting...
I would have sat there and Googled it right in front of him. How much do orthotics cost?
They make custom ones over at Sun and Ski Sports, and I got fitted for them because they're great in ski boots, because I got real bad feet. Well, the 1 foot. And I would say that's a real good price for the good ones.
Yes.
And especially if they last long. Here's the one problem. You and I love shoes, and we have a lot of different shoes.
Yeah.
So you just have to pick the one pair that you're going to use the most and shove them in there. Otherwise, you're popping them out.
That's the
and
thing.
moving
Take them out. Yeah. And then you get used to it. Then you're like...
Then all the other shoes feel like crap.
Yeah.
And then you got to order some more. So I've ordered so many for all my different shoes. I got some in here right now.
Do you? Oh, really?
But I didn't buy those $300 ones.
Yeah.
I can just use regular.
Dr. Scholl's.
Girl, I got that.
Or are those just really lifts?
No, I got that raw special. You know that one little where they have the razors and the soaps and everything, and then you got the orthotics there.
Okay, look, they got Dr.
if you
Scholl's and
Google
Joe ones.
what custom orthotics should cost, it does say there are many types of custom orthotics, and they can cost anywhere from $300 to $800.
Yep.
Semi-custom orthotics cost between $60 and $300, and basic off-the-shelf inserts are available for as little as $10 to $20. Some health insurance plans will not pay for custom-made orthotics if you need them.
I'm feeling good. I'm watching. I'm looking at the
walking.
text. Wow, people are saying that's a good deal.
So are you going to use them, though?
Right.
Or is it just going to be thrown on the heap like everything else? You
I know.
have that
Sam
novelty
can't use it because
purchase
she doesn't have your
use
shoe
them.
size.
Yeah, but your
Can
little
you
feet.
trim them?
It could be a shoe for you. You could take that little piece and it'd fit your whole foot.
We'll cut them in half.
One person says, cancel the order if you can, Eric. That's a total ripoff. Another person says, I've been wearing these inserts for 18 years. Love them. Another person says, what? Oh, Eric, you got ripped off. Their inserts are awful. Caused me major damage on my arches that ended up causing my tendons to rupture and had to have surgery.
Oh, my God.
So maybe
to
we
be
need to talk to
fair,
like an actual podiatrist.
Everybody is different.
Sure.
Everybody is totally different.
Sure.
And I think once you
'Cause
wear
they'd be out
them
of
for like
business if
an
everyone
hour or
did that.
so, you'll know if they're uncomfortable.
I mean, if your feet were really bothering you should go to a foot doctor.
But they never ever bothered me before, so I'm like, what am I doing?
What was
You
your
drank
wife's
the
reaction when
Kool-Aid.
you come back from your quote massage? You go, "Hey, honey, I just spent $350 on my feet." What? What kind of what?
Could've just
Do you have
gotten a
massage?
massage.
She needs to just take your credit card away
I
from
think she's
you.
just happy I didn't buy any booze, but then I found some booze there, so
Oh,
I bought
Lord.
that
I
for $300 bucks.
So, what was your wife's reaction when you told her?
He didn't tell her. She's listening right
yeah.
now.
That's how she found
I
out.
kind of mentioned it. I don't know if she got the bill, I'm sure, on the...
Is it
I
like
did
a
it at
wristband
cruise.
swipe, like at
God.
Disney, where it could be really dangerous,
yeah.
where it's like a magic band? You're
Yeah.
like, we're not spending money. Swipe the band, swipe the band, swipe the
Yeah,
magic
it's like,
band.
You just tapped it by accident.
for the week, it's like $1,200 a person, and then you get that bill at the end, it's like, here's $5,000.
Oh my Lord!
It's like, stuff adds up.
But what do you?
did
That's
you
an
gotta pay for
all-inclusive
tips?
cruise.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't want to eat their food. They have better food or
Oh, so
drinks.
you paid for
They have
add-ons.
18 packages?
18% gratuity on everything you do.
Oh my
Yeah, and you pay that ahead of time. And then, wait, did you get the drink package?
No, I'm glad I didn't, because a couple of days I was out on
land. And you couldn't use
Yeah,
it.
I would have never made it because it's $84.
a day.
Oh, well, on Royal Caribbean, you can use the drink package on their little private island.
Yeah, see,
Oh,
that's
that would
why
be nice.
that's why Royal Caribbean I've done that. It's a fun challenge to try and keep yourself.
Yeah,
To get the
screw
free-
that. I'm on vacation.
Yeah.
Just gonna pile
That's
it
what's so
on.
great
my
about this show.
gosh.
It is such a different world than what I live
I know,
in.
right? Every time I go there, I'm like, man, he's depressing.
I know.
himself.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. Because behind the scenes, my little sweet doggy is not doing well, and she's nearing the end. And my daughter flew in from L.A., and I was happy to see her.
Well, that's good.
And,
Yeah, at least she got in there.
I've had, but she got a flu though when she came back, so she's kind of sick right now. And that's what's so sweet, watching the dog watch over her, but knowing that this is her last time to be with her. And I've had family and friends coming by to say goodbye. And
But could it be maybe not her last time?
I know you've got this dog about 3 feet in the ground.
No,
at least.
Please don't say
For
that.
4 years you've been saying
you
it's
don't
gonna
know
end.
what we're going through. I mean, like she can't even walk anymore.
Like go on walks?
She's got cancer
Or
and
can't
it's
walk? She can't
loaded.
even walk?
She can stand up for a couple of steps and then she falls down. So she's not in pain yet, but it's nearing the end, and it's just tough. 16 years. That's a member of the family.
That's a great run.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Because you said those type of dogs don't last.
Usually 14 is the max. So she led.
So you did a good
led
job.
a great life, but
I guess
it hurts.
Still sucks.
Eric, I guess I shouldn't tell Ryan what one of the listeners said to me about what we did on vacation. On our vacation,
some people are mean.
So I was out, and we meet Rule and Ryan Show listeners all the time, or people who listen to KRBE. And I said, "Oh yeah, we were on vacation, and I did this, and Eric did this, and Ryan, stayed around here. He stayed close to home because, he has a dog that's older, and I think it's kind of like at the end. How old is it?" And I said, "I think it's like 16 or 18." Oh God. Put that thing out of his misery already. 18 years old for a dog is a long time. And I go, oh my God, you are not a dog person.
No, that's terrible.
This person does not know me that well.
Wild.
They just knew that I work at KRBE. You know what I mean? And I go, oh my God. I told Eric, I go, it's so random how people will just tell you things. Like when people tell you, hey, what do you do for a living?
Unfiltered. They don't have compassion or empathy. I mean, it's just really
Yes, and I said, like, it's like if you meet somebody and you say, oh, I work in radio, and what's their answer? Like, why would you ever say to someone?
I don't listen to radio.
Exactly,
okay,
Sam.
Cool, bro.
The person they're with is like, what are you on? I go, oh, I'm on here. Oh, I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
On this Carnival Jubilee, there's a lot of people that listen.
Oh, yeah. Did you buy anybody a drink? Because you always like to say that. Hey, first person that says hi to me.
Two different videos.
There's a lot of parents with their kids, so they weren't drinking. And then they were looking for me. I was in the elevator at the end of the night. I was sitting in the front, and someone in the back goes, "Producer Eric!" Like, what I do?
Why'd you buy that damn foot thing?
I know their child Matthew. He didn't want to go with them out
on the excursion.
Or
when
it was at nighttime. It was like 10:30 at night.
Oh, okay.
So we stayed in. So they're like, "Oh my God, he's gonna be so mad. He wanted to meet you. He's been looking for you for 5 days."
Yeah, but y'all in the same boat. As long as you're going anywhere.
Give him your cabin number.
Yeah, no.
I know, right?
I said, I'm sure you'll see me around. Here's that bar. There's that place over there.
Yeah.
I'll be in there. So we found him the next day.
I did see a hack maybe Kevin may have used on a cruise before. This couple on my reels came up, I guess, because we were talking about cruises, and they had balloons and streamers on their door. Or maybe it was a stand-up comic that was talking about it, and they were showing the reel. And the person goes, oh, is it your birthday? No, hell no. We're always drunk, and all these doors look the same. So this is the only way we can find what's happened.
Yeah, people do decorate their doors.
Oh, my God. That's hilarious.
Yes, door decorations are a thing, and I had forgotten about that. But people have magnets, particularly.
They have the woodworking ones where they did the wood burning for each cruise they've done. This person had 10 of them on their door.
Oh, cool.
Like the date, like Carnival Jubilee.
I'd be worried
Carnival
somebody
Dream.
would steal that.
Bragger.
No, I mean, there's cameras everywhere. And
yeah, but when you're drinking,
what kind of loser would? I guess a kid could. Just a kid does.
I'd put it on a different door.
And they hide ducks everywhere on this ship.
Oh, how fun!
Those little ducks that Sam has for
like a
little
sticker.
Jeepers.
No,
Oh, that's the thing.
Ducks.
That was the thing with their
those
commercials.
things, okay.
The little duck with the sunglasses.
It's they just have them every. I'm like, okay.
That's so funny. You should have stole one for me.
You should have committed a crime, Eric.
Yeah. Hey, moving on. Who wants some tickets for the weekend? Not the weekend,
You
but
have
the
to steal
weekend.
these.
We won't steal.
We'll
The
just
music
give them
are
to
the
you.
weekend. Coming up next, you're going to score tickets to see The Weekend on August the 30th at NRG Stadium with the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric on 104.1 KRBE.
From the big screen to the big house.
Celebrity Scoop, the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric on KRBE.
It's brought to you by Taqueria Sarandas. All right, I'll make this happen straight out of the box. If you would like to see The Weekend on the weekend of August the 30th, he's going to be here on the 30th and the 31st at NRG Stadium. We've got tickets for the night of the 30th, his first night. Of course, you can buy the tickets at livenation.com, but isn't it more fun when you win them and they're free?
Yeah.
Free is the
Heck yeah,
best.
it is. 833-390-KRBE is our phone number. You got to be caller 15, and you're on your way to see The Weekend at NRG Stadium August the 30th. A lot of us are seeing concerts at NRG Stadium because it's rodeo time. Tomorrow night is Post Malone. We just played Post Malone and Morgan Wallen. I have never been to a Post Malone concert, but I'm going to be there tomorrow, and I wonder how it's going to be different in his 45-minute set or like hour-ish set for the rodeo versus what he's done in the past. So I'm really curious to know how it's going
I'm
to go.
thinking it just hits.
Yeah, but is it going to be country or is it going to be like his pop that we play here?
That's what I'm saying. It's got to be his country
Sunflower and
because
circles and
plus it could be a new audience for him. That's what he's going for with the country.
Right.
He's already got the top 40 type.
yeah.
He's got pop, he's got rock.
But you got to
got
play like circles. You got to play certain.
You would think.
certain songs. And I wonder, like, will he do? I had some
Montage,
help
maybe?
with like a screen of Morgan Wallen or just sing it.
Because
You know,
he has a lot of like
duet hits. Like, I mean, he's got Taylor and Fortnite. You can do Fortnite? I don't think so.
Maybe
But you know what I mean?
Firefighters out there and sing that part with them. Got some help just in
I
case
had
there's a
some
fire.
help.
Oh, God.
Oh my God! Because of what
Journey.
happened
I bet
to
that'll
Journey on
never happen
Friday.
ever again. I bet they got every. Did we find out what
Yeah, in
happened?
case you missed it, we were. If you followed us at KRBE's Digital, a lot of our colleagues from KRBE were at the Journey show on Friday night when, right during "Don't Stop Believing," it blacks out. An electrical fire into the stage. They said
Heard Urban
got it
was
under
there.
control and it was done.
I'm just saying.
Oh.
He was like, can we end this already? I take my car.
He's like, I don't even like this music. I'm 3 songs in. I'm doing work. I just want to get out of here. I got my free buffet.
I just find there are so many ironies in that blackout because that's how The Sopranos ended, with a blackout during that song. Also, why would Jorney have chosen that song to be the third song of their set?
Well,
I
they
just
had
feel like
45 minutes. What
that's
would
I'm
they
saying, but
close
Don't
with?
Stop Believing. You'd think they could do a little suit like closer to the end.
I wonder what the other 2 songs were.
What
they played with.
Well, Irvin, you were there. What were the first 2 songs? Faithfully, or what they do first? Do you remember?
Faithfully, they wouldn't start with Faith.
I don't know. What would they start with? What would they start with?
I don't know, y'all. I was like maybe 3 margaritas in.
Food. And then when the lights went out, you're like, wait, what happened? Is there a break?
I was jamming though.
Okay, until you weren't, right?
Until I wasn't. But
you
could. The entire stadium was like singing on Journey's behalf. It was insane to watch.
Because everyone thought it was part of the shtick.
Yeah.
You're supposed to finish
Did
the
they go
song.
all the way? Like, I saw part of it, but then
So in the press box, the screens were still going. You know how they have little TV screens?
Yeah.
They were still like doing their thing on the stage, thinking that it was gonna like hop back on, like it was just a glitch or something. But eventually, the guy was like, "What do we do? What do we do?"
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well,
And then they
fun.
just booted them off the stage because then they announced that it was like a fire or something.
They drove the little star on back like.
I was going to say, did they bring them out in cars and then bring the cars back up to take them back, or made them walk off?
Yeah, they brought the, you know how they pull up in like pickup trucks?
Yeah,
Get the F-150.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get him down.
out. Okay, so well, here's something new. Conan O'Brien, who did such a great job hosting the 97th Annual Academy Awards, said he will be back to do it again in 2026, and he said the only reason I'm hosting the Oscars next year is that I want to hear Adrian Brody actually finish his speech.
Oh yeah,
because Adrian Brody's speech was so long. It is on record the longest speech in the history of the Academy Awards. It was 5.5 minutes long, even though he shut down the orchestra to tell them he won't be egregious with his time. And then we're like, well, tell us something we can take home. Like, tell me something I can talk about tomorrow, like a soundbite. No, it just was like...
I did not like him after that.
I was like, okay, can we just go?
Because every time he won an award, he went up there for 5 minutes. It's not like
once in a million.
One time he was up there. Plus, this is the second time he's been up there. It's like,
maybe
okay,
it reflects the amount of the time that the movie. I was looking for movies to watch this weekend, and The Brutalist, it did kind of draw me in, but I think it's like 300 minutes. It's like
I think
long
Irvin said
movie.
it best. How was The Brutalist? True to the title.
Yep.
That's a long movie.
Brutal.
Yeah, he just talks too much.
Conan's ratings were great. I mean, I don't know if it's just because of him, but it was 19 million viewers, which was a 5-year high, and it's the first time he served as host. So, of course, Hollywood likes to go with what's proven and good.
And he needed that, too. Both his parents passed away.
Yeah.
Around, like, within a week or two of each other.
Yeah. Was that around the holidays?
In the holiday season. He said there was a sketch they were going to do where he played a character in every movie, but he started out as the Green Lady. What's her name?
Elphaba from Wicked.
Oh, from Wicked.
Yeah. So he's got that outfit. He does a scene.
You mean the witch, the Green Lady?
Yeah. So then
the Green Lady, not the Green Lantern.
Yeah,
then he goes into a Dune movie, but he still has the green on.
Oh.
And he does all the movies and he has the green, and they're like, dude, what are you doing? Like, they break character, and they're like, you don't go green first. You do that last. That stuff doesn't come off. And then they had a whole shtick they were going to do for like 4 or 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, he's funny, though.
But Conan's awesome. He's
really
not political. He's just there to be goofy and have fun.
He's like, I'm not barely being paid, and I can do whatever I want.
He doesn't need the money.
But I bet next year he'll get paid more because now it's proven that people really liked him.
Remember the Triumph, the insult comic dog?
Yeah, Robert Schmeigel is the voice and creator of Triumph.
He got $1,000. He was in his underwear. He goes, Conan called me, told me how the show's going or what he's going to do.
For the Oscars?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he goes, we're going to bring the firefighters up there. And he goes, you know what would be entertaining if you brought them up there and let them tell a really bad joke, like a mean joke, because nobody can get mad at a firefighter, a hero.
And that's what they did.
And they did that.
Yeah.
And so they paid him $1,000 for that.
For that idea.
Yeah, he goes, I just started it for 2 minutes in my underwear, and they gave me $1,000.
That's how you get writing credits on Ed Sheeran's song if you're in the room and you
That's
say,
what you got. You got
put
writing
and
credit.
there. Put and instead of on.
Hey, yo, it's time for What's Going Down in H-Town on the Rule and Ryan Show with Eric.
104.1 KRBE.
Okay, so it was announced during the NCAA tournament selection that Houston earned the #1 seed in the Midwest region and will be opened up against SIU Edwardsville. So they're going to play Thursday at 1 in Wichita. The Cougs, 30-4, are playing in the Big 12 for just their second year, and they've already won back-to-back regular season conference champs. For the first time in NCAA history, there will be a financial incentive for the women's teams. Now, this will finally be paid for playing games in the tournament, just like the men have been paid for years. It's about time.
Woo.
And for the Cougs, man, we got Keva here, Ahmad, and Rula. You guys should be cheering. These guys are healthy. Well, their best player was injured. He didn't play in the tournament,
March
the Big 12
Madness
tournament.
Is upon us.
They still won, but he'll be ready next week.
Amazing.
I'm forgetting something.
Good.
What was that magical year that it was St. Patrick's Day, it was a Friday, and it was the start of March Madness? When is March Madness starting?
I thought
it's Thursday.
Is it this Thursday?
Is it Thursday or Tuesday?
Is it always started on Thursday?
They do the final. They bring.
Yeah, I
Like,
don't.
they do the
I
first
don't
four
honestly.
in,
I just
out.
want to know exactly the first game and what time.
To me, the real tournament starts
Like, that's
Thursday.
right.
Like I
Yeah.
said, the
Yeah,
Cougs
right?
earned the number one seed, and
They
they
play
play
Thursday.
Thursday at 1 o'clock in Wichita.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. March Madness is
I'm
back.
such a bandwagon for March Madness. I never watch basketball throughout the year, but as soon as March Madness, I'm like, oh, yeah, you want to go drink and go to a bar and watch it? Okay, cool.
That used to be my tradition. I would always get my.
You have to.
When I worked
Why
at
not?
Orkin or Badge a Minute,
Yes.
doing Badge, I would always pretend I was sick or leave.
Gives you an excuse.
I'd go to the bar at 11 o'clock and watch the first game.
If you're a single girl and
Go to
you're looking
Hooters.
for a guy who likes sports like you should go to those bars
Oh,
because it's
absolutely.
like 20 to 1. It's 20 to 1
Yeah, so
when it comes to watching March
That
Madness.
could be a bad thing, though, too. You've got 20 guys try to pounce on one girl.
No, they're too busy watching the game.
No,
with
they're
their-
watching
they
the
got the
game.
brackets out there.
They're
nerding
totally
out.
distracted. You're checking out the room like, all right, that guy's
Just
kinda
look at their
cute.
fingers, see if they have a ring on it, and
Yes.
if not,
Yeah.
keep it moving.
1 o'clock.
Or if they do have it on, sorry, keep it moving. I said if they don't, keep it moving. Ooh.
Yeah, if they don't-
Yo, if they do, move along,
Move along,
ladies.
ladies.
That's how they did it back in their day.
Yeah.
That's how Sam did it.
All right, 1 o'clock. Go
not at
Cougs on
all.
Thursday.
I don't want that trauma.
Real quick, I do want to bring this up because Eric has a lot of friends in radio, as we all do, but Eric keeps tabs on them the most. And one of our friends in Detroit asked this question. He thought, well, Houston's a bigger city than Detroit. I wonder what our answer would be.
But maybe we won't get any. Maybe we get zonked. We won't get one call on this. But he had like 3 or 4 I saw.
And his question was?
Is anybody ever hooked up with their Uber driver or Lyft driver? You're driving home after a party?
The
or
ride
just-
share person that's driving you. Have
thought
you
they
hooked
were-
up with that person?
Thought they were hot, and you go, you know what? I'm going to make a move. He had I heard 3 calls in a row with people. Maybe in Detroit they're
hornier.
Yeah, I don't know.
Bolder?
I don't know.
Like you're going to ask them out after they drop you off? Oh, you want to come inside?
I'm just like, Houston's a bigger city, and we do, believe it or not,
I'm sure we'll get at least one call.
So we're just looking
if
for-
not 200.
I'd love to hear
Let's
at
see.
least one person to see if we can get it.
833-390-KRBE. Did you hook up with the person that was your rideshare
Irvin, you
driver?
can't call in. Put the phone down. Jeez. Get back on the camera. Come
We'll
on.
talk to you next on the